In this video, I'm going to be cavity waxing the Honda Beat. This is the product I'm going to be using. It is Built Hamber Dynax S50, and it comes with this long straw applicator. On the end of the straw, I don't know if you can see this, there is 4 slits all in different directions, so that when you spray the wax out of the can, it goes down the tube and comes out on the end in 360 degrees like a fan. The idea is that you push it into the back of the cavity, then start spraying and pull it out of the cavity gradually, and it'll coat all the way down. What I did first was I used an endoscope here. This connects up to my phone. It's just a USB 3 cheapy one from Amazon, and it's got some lights here on the end of the camera, and I had a little snoop around in the cavities to see what it was like. A lot of cobwebs, bit of dirt, a little bit of rust, but nothing too serious. So the idea is to put this in now to prevent it from getting any worse. So the car, when I bought it, had been restored, fully painted, and that included putting a rubberized coating underneath, and then it is painted over in a kind of a flexible body color paint, so it actually looks like there's no undercoat under there, but there's a rubber coating underneath here. So it's sealed in all the places that are visible, but the places that are not, like in the cavities, I'm going to give it some waxing now. You basically just have to find as many holes into the inner cavities as you possibly can and fill the wax in there. I'll give you some examples here. So in behind this arch liner, there is this small rubber bung here, and this basically goes into the sill area here. So it's hard to see there, but there's a hole there, and likewise there is one on the rear. So this same rubber bung came out of just in here. There are other cavities as well underneath the car, like up near the engine bay. There's these metal brackets here, and there's an entry into a cavity just here which you can push and goes all the way up. So anywhere where you see a hole, fill it with wax. You can see it's this kind of dark brown stuff. If you wipe it off straight away, it's easy to remove. Dries, it's a bit harder. So this hole goes all the way down into the main sill here, but there is a small cavity just in this area as well, and a kind of area just below that hole, so I'll also do that one. I think you get the idea anyway. It's a messy job, full overalls, gloves, eye protection I suppose really you should have. But it's interesting to see where it's dripping out. Sometimes you might fill in to this hole here and it start pouring out of here. So they're all connected, all these channels. And at least you know it's getting into all the nooks and crannies. I'm not going to film the other side, I'm just going to get on with this job. I found a few more holes I just wanted to point out, as I almost missed them. So just up here in front of the rear wheel, there is 1, 2, 3 holes. They're probably all connected to one section, but I can do those as well. So this hole here, there's a seam that runs up here and there was a little bit of oil of that wax dropped out from that seam. You can see all the places it's getting to. So just a word of warning with those 3 holes I just showed you on the rear. They actually go up and into this area here, and I ended up, you can actually see some of the wax in here, it kind of splashed out onto this plastic piece here, so you just need to wipe it off while it, you know, before it dries, and it's easy to get off. You can get it off later on, it's just a bit more tricky. Well, it's all done. In the end I only use about 1 can, so not too much. It's very affordable, this stuff. Might do it again, maybe another few years time if I have the car that long. But generally speaking, it's a messy but very easy job. Only took about half an hour in total, if even. Once you have the car up in the air and you have access to underneath it, and you pull out all the rubber bungs to get access to where you need to, it's pretty straightforward. Highly recommended. Slán.